Putting back money for their future or your future, what should you do? One financial expert says your retirement is a little more important. Adam Bold is the CEO of the Mutual Fund Store and joins me now to talk about that. Good morning.
Hey, Brad, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. Tell me some of the reasoning behind that. Everybody that's a parent is faced with the same thing. I've got to save for college and I've got to save for retirement. You say retirement should come first, and why?
Yeah, absolutely. What happens is people have a child, and I mean, let's face it, the bond that a parent has with a child is so strong. They go, oh, I love this kid so much, I need to save for their college. Unfortunately, sometimes people do that to the neglect of their own retirement. And let's face it, there's a lot of ways to pay for college. There are scholarships, there are student loans, there are grants. You can start at a junior college, or the child can even work. There are no scholarships for retirement, so you've got to take care of yourself first, and then we'll figure out a way to pay for the child's education later.
Do you find that a lot of people are kind of woefully unprepared when it comes around to doing the math on retirement?
Absolutely. There's a lot of people who think, well, I have a 401k at work and I put some money in. But the question is it enough? And there are a lot of tools out there on the internet that can help you figure out whether you are in fact saving enough. But just like if I were going to drive to see you today, I would need a map to get me from where I am to where I'm going. You need the same thing in retirement.
So talk about what you think people need in retirement. A lot of people say, well, I know I'm not going to spend as much, but is there a percentage that you should use as a gauge? If I make this much now, what kind of percentage will I need after retirement?
Yeah, ultimately, we used to tell people that they would need 60% or 70% of their income in retirement. That's actually changed. We're now more in like the 80% range, and that's because people are living longer in retirement, and people are more active because we tend to be healthier at older ages, and so people want to travel, people want to do things. They don't want to just sit home, and if you're going to do that, it costs money to do those things. So I think somewhere in the 80 to 85% range is probably a good number.
Still a way to fit both in when we talk about retirement and our kids, because we do want to take care of them. We do want to be able to send them to college and do the best for them. Still a way to kind of factor both into the equation?
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, once you start saving for your own retirement, and once you've got enough based on your calculations, then it's perfectly appropriate and clearly it's a good idea to save for a child's education. I actually, my oldest daughter is headed to UNC Chapel Hill next year, and you know, it costs a lot of money. So I'm glad that I socked away some money, but I've taken care of myself first, then I'm going to take care of the kids.
Hey, good for you and good for her. Congratulations to you. Adam, thank you very much for your time this morning. Take care.
Thank you.
Go in Chapel. That's where that Carolina blue in the background came from.